In 2018, Energylandia began work on another roller coaster. This was to be a big one, 205 feet tall, steel track and wooden supports from the American manufacturer Rocky Mountain Construction. This was the very first coaster RMC would build, with steel track from the ground up. Footers, supports, and track, they could do whatever they wanted with the large space that Energylandia presented them with. And that meant it was going to be something special. This is Zadra. Zadra begins with a 200 plus foot climb into a straight drop at 90 degrees, reaching 75 miles per hour. The ride then goes into an airtime filled element that twists left and right multiple times while holding onto those negative G's downhill. A massive stall shows off the awesome lift hill supports and creates a nice visually pleasing archway for the train to ride along. Through an insane outer bank and then into some strong positive G's with a low to ground turn. A straight hill gives ejector sustained airtime, and then a ZeroG roll dive into the thick wooden structure, a series of bunny hops, and a quick twist right-left into the final ZeroG roll, turn, and into the brakes at a high speed. Zadra's steel track and wooden supports offer everything a rider could want out of a ride. There's endless element possibilities. It's a smooth and long ride, nimble trains, head choppers, and it's got a visually pleasing structure. To go more in depth on the attraction, I'll break it into the 5 categories I use that are needed to make the perfect coaster in my opinion. This coaster's layout is quite effective for the space that it takes up. Its out and back style is broken up nicely with plenty of twists and turns in what otherwise looks like a straightforward overhead layout. It's very well done and it uses the space perfectly. The track is smooth with no rough spots, and by now I'm just used to those RMC restraints not really being the most comfortable, so there's not much to complain about that others haven't already. The shin guards are annoying and they aren't the best lap bars, but it seems like it's going to be the norm for a while, so we might as well get used to it. I still prefer intimate prefab trains by a large margin, and I'm pretty sure that every enthusiast can agree with me there. These restraints can take away from the excitement if you're not used to them. What a thrill Zadra is. It's filled with intensity, speed, and good yet just comfortable enough forces in every direction. It's great fun, really. You're laughing and crying at the end, and it's a perfect amount of out of control. Its non-stop pacing was unmatched in this make and model until Iron Gwazi arrived just a few years later. The ride flows from element to element really nicely. No cut-paste, element-to-element problems are found on Zadra. From the bottom of the drop, there's already a sizable flat turning bunny hill to break up the entry into the next element, which has an interesting trick track type exit. A stall moves fast enough that the pacing isn't killed, and then the quick directional changes with the extra turns added between the rest of the elements throughout the layout make for close to perfect flow. Lots of near misses in areas as well. No major theming along the ride's layout, but the ride doesn't depend on it, and the wooden structure adds to the sense of speed. The queue is one of the longest in the world. This is a long walk across multiple bridges and lots of stairs. Music fills the area, which is nice, and the dragon-like medieval theming is complemented by the massive structure that is Zadra. A plain steel coaster just wouldn't look as epic as Zadra does, towering over this zone of the park. It's a unique look that is very RMC. The colors are classic, and the structure is menacing. This support structure is becoming the norm for this large-style hybrid coaster from Rocky Mountain Construction, and it really does look intimidating. The use of the stall under the lift hill is something of a classic RMC design, but Zadra still throws in enough of everything else that make it stand out over every other hybrid. A generic element list shouldn't really be used to categorize these elements throughout this layout, as they really just twist and turn in different ways. Both the ZeroG Rolls on this coaster are unique feeling thanks to their different entries and exits. Even though they account for 2 of the 3 inversions found on the ride, they work on Zadra. The whole layout just works here. It's re-rideable, and even though RMCs can sometimes feel very similar, it's really its own individual ride that does feel different from anything else. Zadra is one of the best rides in the world. Its speed throughout and pacing is unmatched. The elements are interesting and the ride just makes you laugh by the end of it all. Energylandia has given us some of the best coasters in the world. Zadra ends up with an average of 8.90 out of 10. It's another coaster that just barely squeezes into my top 1% of rides. As always, you can vote on Instagram, and the viewers gave this roller coaster an 8.86 out of 10. Pretty similar. You actually ranked it just barely below Iron Gwazi, which had an 8.88, and you ranked it just above I-305, which you rated an 8.84. If you enjoyed this review, you can also follow our European trip, over 30 theme parks, and I'm reviewing them along the way, and there's also some POVs. So if you like that, you can click below to watch. I always appreciate it, and as always, thank you for watching, and see ya.